Hello and welcome to episode 6 of Prime Puzzles. Let's go. 100 EHCL employees during the appraisal period have been given ratings from 0 to 5 on 5 parameters, that is risk taking, openness, ownership, honesty, innovation of their core values. The table given below provides the number of employees who are given a rating from 1 to 5 in each parameter. Okay. Who are given a rating of 1 to 5 in each parameter. Pay attention. The question has already played a small trick. It says 100 EHCL employees have been given ratings from 0 to 5. But the table is only giving information about people who have got 1 to 5. It is not giving us information about people who have got 0 to 5. So there are certain people missing in this table right now who have scored 0 in these parameters, and they can be ascertained from the total number that you have minus the number of people mentioned in the list here. So the first step has to be identifying how many people in this line. Let me go ahead and add them up. 15 plus 14, 29, 29 plus 13, 42, 42 plus 14, 56, 56 plus 22, 78, 78 plus 22. Okay, 15 plus 18, 33, 33 plus 16, 49, 49 plus 23, 72, 72 plus 18, 90, 90 plus 10, 100. 16 plus 14, 30, 30 plus 35, 65, 65 plus 16, 81, so 19. 18 plus 20 plus 20, so 60, 60 plus 29, so 89, so 11. 35 and 24, so 59, 59 and 12, so 71, 71 plus 14, so 85, so 15. So now we have the complete table. Initially, the table was not complete. Let us look at the first question. Find the maximum possible number of employees who have received the same rating in all 5 parameters. If I want the maximum possible number of employees who have received the same rating in all 5 parameters, all I have to do is simply look at the minimum number in each row. That is the maximum overlap for all 5. So for rating 5, maximum 14 people can get a rating 5 in all 5 parameters. Maximum 12 people can get rating 4 in all parameters. Maximum 13 people can get rating 3 in all parameters. Maximum 14 people can get rating 2 in all parameters. Maximum 15 people here and maximum 10 people here. So plus 15 plus 0. Let me add these up. 39 plus 39. Both these groups are 39 altogether. Answer is option 2, 78. Anybody who reached 68, anyone who reached 68, most likely you missed out on this piece of information. People who had 0. So getting rid of these lines. Next question now. Which of the following can be the maximum number of employees who received a rating of 3 in exactly 4 parameters? Okay, this is the exactly game. So let me go ahead and represent it diagrammatically. Let's say there are 100 people. And then rating of 3. 13 people have got it in R. 13 people in R. 16 people in O. 17 people in O. 22 people in H. And finally, 24 people in I. This is 13 from R. This is 16 from O. This is 17 from O, the second O. This is 22 from H. And the next one is 24 from I. Now see, I want to maximize rating of 3 in exactly 4 parameters. Exactly 4 parameters. So can you see the first 13 people? And I have a total of 100 people. The first 13 people right now have got rating 3 in all 5 parameters. Can these 13 people be moved around? Most definitely I can get rid of them. I don't want them anywhere near this. These 13 people, I'm taking them here. Let's say somewhere here. Those 13 people are somewhere here. 13 people from R are here. Now, can you see? You happily have 16 people. Each of these 16 people have received a rating of 3 in exactly 4 parameters. The next set of people that I'm focusing on are going to be these ones. Look at this. These people, 1 and going down. 16 people have been taken care of. The next person, 17th person, he has a rating of 3 in O, rating of 3 in H, rating of 3 in I. If he needs a rating of 3 in exactly 4 parameters, can I take one person from this grouping? Take it from here and put it here. One person from R is here. So 12 people from R are at a faraway location and one person from R is here. Now look at this 17th person. Now look at this 17th person. He has 1 in R, 3 in R, 3 in O, 3 in H, and 3 in I. So one more person can be added. And now I have managed to reach a case where there are 17 people who have a rating of 3 in exactly 4 parameters. Luckily enough, 17 is also the highest option available, so I don't need to process this any further. This representation style may not be familiar to a lot of us, but this representation style is useful. This is a Venn diagram set, and this representation style is useful when you have to get exactly not of the maximum, but some set lower than that. So maybe this will be something that you do in future. Moving on. Next. Oh, I need to add up information. No, so 22, 10, 19, 11, 15. 22, 10, 19, 11, and 15 rating of 0. I've got this. So I am happy now. Okay. If S is the total number of employees who receive a rating of 2 or more than 2, okay, greater than equal to 2, and 4 or less than 4. Okay, employees who received a rating of 2 or more than 2 or have received a rating somewhere in this range. Okay. Then the value of S can be. So from R, there are 41 such people. From O, there are 23, 16, 18, 34 plus 23, 57 such people. From the second O, there are 18, 17, 14, 49 such people. 14, 22, 20. 36, 20. So H, there are 56 such people. 12, 24, 18. There are how many such people? 54. 54 such people from I. Okay. Then the value of S can be. So if the value of S has been asked, I'm looking for people. See, this is count from each set, and I have a total universal set of 100. So if I want to find a possible value, the total number of employees who have received 4 or more than 4 in each parameter, I need to find out the maximum range and minimum range. Maximum range is clearly the smallest number in this, 41, and 41 is present here. So that has to be the answer. In case we wanted to find out the minimum range, minimum number of people getting this, there are 5 sets, 100 people. Let me add it up. Minimum people will be how much? Minimum people getting it in each parameter. So if I add this up, I get 41 plus 57, 98, 98 plus 49, 147, 147 plus 110. So 257. So no, there will be 0 people getting this rating in each parameter because it has to be at least greater than equal to 400 for us to necessarily have at least one. Min value is 0, max value is 41. 41 is present within the options. So our life is easy. Next question, find the minimum number of employees who received a rating of 2 or more than 2 and 4 or less than 4. So basically the previous group in at least 2 parameters. Okay. So interpreting this statement is going to be extremely important. Find the minimum number of employees who received a rating of 2 or more than 2, or 4 or less than 4 in at least 2 parameters. We've already got a count of people in each of these parameters. So there are 257 ratings that we have to assign. We want to give the rating of 2 to 4 to minimum number of employees in at least 2 parameters, which means if I give them one such iteration, it is okay. So let me give one such iteration. I am left with 157 such ratings. I'm left with 157 such ratings. Now, if these ratings are to be handed out to someone, that person will already get a rating of 2 to 4 in at least 2 parameters. If you have already got a rating of 2 to 4 in at least 2 parameters, you take 5 such iterations, everybody. I give one such iteration to everybody. But now if it is guaranteed that you're going to get a second such iteration also, let me ensure you get 5 such iterations. So if I have to give 5 such iterations, if I want to hand out these ratings in groups of 5, I want either you to have 1 or you to have 5. The best people for me are either you have 1 such iteration of rating of 2 to 4, or you have all 5 such iterations of 2 to 4, because in either case you will not be counted in my group, and therefore my count will be minimized. So 1 I've already done. Now if I want to count the people who are in the group who have got 5 such iterations, I would need to make groups of 4 out of these. When I divide this by 4, I get 39.25, which means 39 people will be there who have gotten a rating of 2 to 4. Rating of 2 to 4 in all 5 parameters. One person is there who has got a rating of 2 to 4 in 2 parameters. The rating of 4 in 2 parameters, and the remaining 60 people are those who have got a rating of 2 to 4 in 1 parameter. Out of the 100 people, they have been distributed this way. So how many people have got a rating of 2 to 4 in at least 2 parameters? There are 40 such people. Answer to the 4th question will be 40. Next set. The last set is very, very technical. I don't know how many of us would be able to solve it. And I also understand and realize that some of you may not have understood it entirely on account of the terminology and the nomenclature used within Venn diagram is very, very different at different places. So I don't know how many different styles you're aware of. Do you know the arithmetic processing? Do you know the pictorial representation? All of that, if you know, it is easy. If you don't know, then it would have appeared as absolutely Latin to you. And if it did, that is okay. Just wherever you are taking coaching from, go to your teacher, tell them. They will probably make more sense out of what I said than you right now. And that is okay. You can work with it later. Okay. Coming to set 2. This is a fairly easy set. Beanie is having a busy day as some guests are arriving at her place for lunch. She decided to cook 6 different dishes for the guests. The dishes she decided for the meal are haggis, offal, black pudding, white pudding, trifle, and Scotch eggs. She decided to use her large-sized oven so that she can manage to cook all the dishes on time. Further, each dish has a fixed cooking time as per the recipe book she is following. The cooking time in minutes for haggis, offal, black pudding, white pudding, trifle, and Scotch eggs are blah, 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 respectively. This is what makes this set very, very manageable. This is respectively. This is so awesome. As in, we know the precise time. For haggis, it is 44. For offal, it is 26, and so on. Okay. It is known that she opens the oven 7 times. Cool. We have been given these 7 times. Every time she opened the oven, she either placed some dishes in it or took out the dishes from it, or both. The order she followed to place or take out the dishes is given in the following table. We have all the items. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, only 6 items have been mentioned. Was she only cooking? Oh, she was only cooking 6 different dishes. So all 6 items have been mentioned. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All 6 items have been mentioned. Life is changed. She started her cooking at 11 a.m. Okay. She started her cooking at 11 a.m. And the cooking started with haggis and scotch eggs. How much time does it take to cook haggis? It takes 44 minutes. So the time when she opens for taking out haggis must be 11:44. This is 11 a.m. or 11:00. This must be 11:44. Additionally, she also put in scotch eggs here. Scotch eggs take 52 minutes. So the time when she's taking out scotch eggs, it should be 11:52. This is also known. Okay. Now time it takes to prepare trifle. Trifle is second asked is 37 minutes. So if trifle is coming out at 11:44 and it takes 37 minutes to cook, second time she opened the oven would be at 11:07. So 37 minutes have passed in the interim. Additionally, how much time does it take to prepare white pudding? White pudding takes 25 minutes. White pudding takes 25 minutes. So if at 11:52 it is coming out, it must have gone into the oven at 11:27. These timings are known. Now black offal. Offal takes how much time? Haggis ke baad wala na, so 26 minutes. So offal went it at 11:44, so 26 minutes. It comes out at 12:10. And black pudding takes how much time? 28 minutes. Went in at 11:52, so comes out at 12:20. All the timings are easily tracked and recorded. Nothing more fancy in this. What is the total time in minutes taken by Bini to cook all the dishes? She started at 11, finished at 12:20, so 80 minutes. For how many minutes offal and white pudding were together in the oven? Okay. Offal came into, white pudding came in earlier. Offal came in later at 11:44. White pudding went out at 11:52. So from 11:44 to 11:52, they were together. For how many minutes? 8 minutes they were together in the oven. Next, for how many minutes exactly 2 dishes were in the oven? Let us see. At this time, we had 2 dishes. At this time, we had 3 dishes. At this time, we had 4 dishes. 5 minus 2, so 3 dishes. 4 minus 2, so 2 dishes. 1 dish, 0 dish. So we had 2 dishes for this duration and this duration. So 7 minutes here and 18 minutes here. So for how many minutes exactly 2 dishes were there in the oven? 25 minutes. And the timings were from 11 to 11:07 and 11:52 to 12:10. These were the timings where we had precisely 2 dishes in the oven. If Beanie decides to cook steak and kidney pie also, whose cooking time is 36 minutes, then when must she place it in the oven so that she does not need to open the oven for extra time? Okay, which means what the question is effectively asking from us is find out if there are 2 spots which have a gap of 36 minutes. So I'm checking 11 to 11:36, no. 11:07 to 11:43, no. 11:27 to 12:03, no. 11:44 to 12:20, yes. 16 and 20. So this is when steak and kidney pie should go in. This is when the steak and kidney pie should go in. If it went in at 11:44, it takes 36 minutes. It will come out at 12:20 and she will not need to open the oven for extra time. So answer is 4, fourth time. That is all. Have fun. The second set is easier. The first set is slightly more challenging. I hope you learned something. That will be all. Okay, bye.